In this video, I'll show you how to draw a straight line graph. And we will focus on 3 examples. In our first example, we have an equation in standard form. In our second example, an equation which is not in standard form. And in our third example, one with a fraction in it. And the method that we will use in all 3 examples is known as the dual intercept method. In the method that I'm about to show you, we only have 2 steps. And those 2 steps are pretty simple. First, we will set y equal to 0 to find the x-intercept. So the value where the function intersects with the x-axis. And in our second step, we'll make x equals to 0 to find the y-intercept, meaning the value where the function intersects with the y-axis. Once we have those 2 points, the x and y-intercept, we can simply connect them with a straight line, and that will be our function. And as always, if you find the video helpful, please like it and subscribe to the channel. So in our first example, we have y is equals to 3x plus 6. And in order for us to find the x-intercept, we'll set y equal to 0. So what it means is I'll replace y with a 0 in the equation, which leaves me with one variable which I can solve. So in solving for x, I move the 3x to the left-hand side, and that becomes negative 3x. And then I divide both sides by negative 3, and that leaves me with x equals to negative 2. So on the x-axis, our x value would be equal to negative 2. And now for the y-intercept, I replace x with a 0 in the equation. So it will be 3 times 0. So 3 times 0 plus 6 is equal to 6. And on the Cartesian plane, we can see that the y-intercept is at positive 6. And now that I have these 2 points of positive 6 and negative 2, I can simply connect them with a straight line, and that will be the linear function or the linear graph. Now it's good practice when we draw a function to end it off with arrows showing that the graph can continue indefinitely to the left and to the right. It's also important to show or name the graph. So this graph, this blue line, is representing y is equals to 3x plus 6. Also notice that I'm naming the x-axis with an x, the y-axis with a y, and all of the axes have arrows pointing in different directions. And then finally, I always show the origin, the point of 0, 0. So next time that you draw a graph, show the x-intercept, the y-intercept, remember the arrows, and name the graph. In our second example, we have 2x is equals to minus 4y minus 16. You don't have to rewrite the equation in standard form, meaning in the form of y is equals to mx plus c, before you start drawing it or finding the x and y intercepts. What we simply are going to do for the x-intercept, we'll replace y with a 0. So we will have 2x is equals to minus 4 times 0 minus 16. And when I simplify it, minus 4 times 0 is equals to 0. So on the right-hand side, I have negative 16. And then I divide both sides by 2. That leaves me with x equals to negative 8. And for the y-intercept, we'll replace x with 0. So in the equation, I'll have 2 times 0 equals to minus 4y minus 16. Notice that when I substitute values of 0 in, I'm using brackets. Otherwise, it will read minus 40 in the x-intercept and 20 in the y-intercept. But if I put in brackets, it's 2 times 0, which will be equal to 0. So when I simplify, I have 0 equals to minus 4y minus 16. And if I simplify further, I move the minus 4y to the right-hand side. That becomes plus 4y. And I divide both sides by 4, which will leave me with y is equal to negative 4. And when I plot these two coordinates, I can see the x-intercept is at x equals to negative 8. So on the x-axis, I'll plot negative 8. And the y-intercept is at negative 4. So if I plot it on the y-axis, I will have negative 4. And once you have plotted those 2 points, you simply connect them with a straight line. And remember to show the arrows at the beginning and end of your function, and also to name the function. Now, depending on the teacher, some teachers might ask you to rewrite this in standard form, and we did it in one of our previous videos. In our third example, we have y is equals to negative a third x plus 2, and we'll follow the same 2 steps as before. In our first step, we want to find the x-intercept. And to find the x-intercept, we set y equal to 0. Then I'll have 0 is equals to negative a third x plus 2. And if I transpose the negative 1/3 of x to the left-hand side, it becomes a positive 1/3 of x. And in order for us to simplify, I multiply both sides by 3. So on the left-hand side, if I multiply by 3, the third will become 1. And on the right-hand side, if I multiply by 3, it will become 6. So x will be equal to 6. And for the y-intercept, I replace x with 0 in the equation. So I'll have negative 1/3 times 0, which is 0. Therefore, y is equal to positive 2. And as in the previous 2 examples, I plot the y-intercept and the x-intercept, and I connect those 2 points with a straight line. Remember to show the arrows at the end of the linear function, and also make sure that the points of intersection are clear with its values, and also it's good practice to name the graph.